Thank you. Heading down to Champaign Central High School, talking to about 300 high school students about building passion, 10 things they need to do actually to make their lives more fulfilled at this moment. And you're on there. Jake Fine. It's actually going to be one of the highlighted stories.
I'm hyped to hear that.
You should be. It's you. RAWSER. So I used to do this to build classes. So I do it every semester, right? And this was one of the speeches that I did. So I was just like, let's go. But this is where some students would like pick up. So that moment that we had in class I would try to pick 3 or 4 students during the day. And obviously we were trying to boost enrollment in business classes because it's such legit skill sets. So yeah, it'd be interesting. Types of waiters. Give me what a waiter is besides somebody who brings you food. Procrastinator, right? You guys are master procrastinators, and actually not by fault, it's actually by humanity and the way that the system is built. I want you to think about that. You have an English paper that was assigned 3 weeks ago and it's due tomorrow. When do you work on it? Yeah, right? That's a waiter, but that's a dangerous way to wait. Because what did you do in all that other time? I don't know. Maybe you were doing something else. Maybe you were building something. Most likely you weren't. The fastest companies that you see that are on your phone, that are anywhere, they basically take that 1 hour of work that you put in for that entire 3 weeks, and you do okay on the paper. I know, I've seen it. I've been in the education system for 19 years. I know you guys can do this. You put it up front, and then you fill each one of those segments with something else, another paper, another paper, another paper. You could graduate high school in 1.5 years or less. Is that true? Right. Hello again.
Yeah. So I talked to you a little bit about this pool table stuff this morning. Mm-hmm. And then another one of my passions is the same as him. It's like weightlifting. So I used to be like 220 pounds when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then I lost a bunch of weight, and then the year after that I did swim team, and I was super skinny.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of loose skin, so I got into like weightlifting to try to fill it in. Mm-hmm. And from there it became a passion. And since then I've wanted to get into it and find a way to make money off it. Mm-hmm. But whether you get educated and then become a trainer, you have to either get really lucky. I mean, obviously luck is never everything, but
here's the story I'm hearing that's very unique. Your weight shift and the way that it affected your body, you're not the only one, right? I would tell that story over and over and over again and put in the pieces of how you've actually dealt with it, who you've talked to, what kind of routines you've done, what worked, what didn't work. You constantly put that message out. You're going to gather a lot. The first things are going to be the synergy of the people who have challenges just like you. And you are not alone in that. People are searching for that. I've never seen that. Have you ever seen anything like that in the industry? Like so somebody, your youth, where you have some extra skin and things like that. I've seen it in older people.
Yeah.
I would use your personal story, which is very important because that's how you gather. And even if somebody else is doing it, doesn't matter. Your personal story is going to resonate with somebody. That's what we don't really believe, right? Like I come in here, I know there's plenty of people in this space that education sucks. How do we change it? But I just bring my unique value prop in, which is this is my story. This is what I see. I do design thinking. That's how I met Coach here, and that's I think what you had to do. So what do you want to do? And sometimes you guys can get together and do like a podcast or something like that. You get on Anchor FM.
For sure. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but it is being consistent and making sure you chisel out an hour a week, a day, or however you want to do it, and then just make that your time. Just checking on time schedule. Nothing can stop you except for the person. Everything you do is on you. 7 more weeks with these dudes, you'll be all right. So that was, again, another day. I love those days, man. Like, you're talking to students, and I was really proud of those students, man. There was not a lot of goofing off. There's a lot of students who were just in it, and I don't know, you think, like, there were a lot more students than I thought that came up and really were inspired, right?
Yeah, that was pretty really
man.
exciting.
That to me that's my value, man. I want to show these students that they have value and that they can create value and do all these different things that they don't think they can do because we put so many walls on them. Once they identify the walls, once they identify the haters and the waiters, and they identify what it takes to become a doer, that's what it is. So I'm just really happy with the day. We're going to be in the car for a couple hours, and then I'm going to do a podcast. Like, I still have energy. Like, I know I'm doing the right thing. That's what it's all about, man. My value is helping others find and show their value, man. That's when I know. It's when you know your vision is clear. Clarity is a hell of a thing.